Good day, everybody. Scott Span, Solera Solutions, and today I want to talk to you about change. Change is hard, folks. We all know that. So, just because change isn't easy doesn't mean that it has to be painful or difficult. So some hard truths about change. Don't underestimate the challenges. Things will creep up you probably didn't have in your plan. That's just the nature of change. People will need ongoing support. And people will need ongoing support from day one, throughout the process, and at the end of the change. The best laid plans. This is the hard truth a lot of people have issues with. Best laid plans, folks. Change is a bumpy ride. You've got to stay flexible. You've got to stay agile. Resistance will happen. Yes, it will. Often in unexpected places and by unexpected people. No miracles overnight. Change doesn't happen like that, folks. No magic wand. You've got to stick with it. So, how do you get stuff done around some of those challenges? First, you've got to set realistic expectations from the beginning. Change may not always work out how you think it's going to work out. Set realistic expectations. Build yourself some extra slack. Understand that things are going to come up and hurdles are going to have to be overcome. Don't pretend that that's not going to happen. Don't put on blinders. Communicate, communicate, communicate some more. I've said this before. Ask, listen, deliver. You can never over-communicate during times of change. Vary your content, vary your frequency, and use different vehicles for communicating. Make sure you get at all your stakeholder groups, all your different audiences, and mirror their communication style and preferences to the best you can so your message resonates and so they know what's in it for them. But you can't over-communicate during times of change. Flexible change strategy. You've got to stay agile and flexible, folks. Like I was saying before, change is a bumpy ride. You know the joke, fasten your seatbelts, we're in for a bumpy ride. But you've got to maintain flexibility. Now that doesn't mean don't stay the course, but be agile, be flexible. Leave room for things that may come up. Your plan is never going to be executed like it looks in Microsoft Project. Engage the resistors. Resistors are bundles of energy. You want to engage them and you want to harness that energy. Don't ignore the resistors. One of the worst things you can do. Snowballs. They resist for a reason. And usually I find that once I engage with those that are labeled as resistant and I find out why they're resistant and what their concerns are, you can very often turn them into some of the greatest change advocates around. And always, always, always follow through, folks. Change is not a one and done. Change doesn't happen like that. You've always got to follow through until the end. So those are some hard truths about change management that I've come across. If you'd like a copy of my checklist, 10 Truths About Change Management and How to Overcome Them, feel free to let me know. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on some hard truths around change management as well. So feel free to drop me a line for more information or drop a note in the comments. Until next time, keep it real and be well.